Hello and fuck cape shit. Welcome to another episode of Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Check out our Subscribe Star to support us and get access to all the super elite bonus videos that say all the things that nobody else wants to admit to, but everyone else will be saying. So check those
All
out.
the things you wanted to say, all the things you wanted to say, but didn't have the balls
The
to say it.
balls. Become an official pay pig to have the balls. Is that a good thing? Sure. Um,
Sure.
So yeah, donate to our Subscribe Star if you want to know the truth, and don't donate to our Subscribe Star if you don't want to know the truth. Perhaps if you cannot handle the truth. But anyways, continuing with what is the name of this comic? I already forgot.
A rare marriage, how to grill our love.
Okay, yeah, that one. Because I was just thinking of it again as for God's sake, let us grill, and
For God's sake, globalists, let us grill.
the
You motherfucker.
the
You
Chinese
motherfuckers, Paul.
Chinese techno fascists let us grill. But just continuing off was
And I also did include apparently another tagline, which is, "If the Handmaid's Tale was real, it would be this."
yes, which of course it would be. She does want to be fertilized. But anyways, so they slam a couple beers, I think, and go, ha, amazing. The whole week's stress just blown away. Were you busy again this week? You must be tired. Have you gotten used to your new workplace, Kenta-san? Yeah. And
Yeah.
just
Well, yeah, they're pounding down some brewskis,
drink some of the beers. You
which,
got
as we all know, American women hate
fucking
because
women.
not girly drink drunk enough.
Yes, it needs to be like fucking a milkshake with rum fucking sloshed in there. But anyways, just yeah, just covering that page quick and getting to the next page. Um, she says it's great to have a lot of things to look forward to. He's thinking, oh, we have a long married life ahead of us. That's right, I get to be with this woman forever. I don't have to rush to make things happen now. We can go at our own pace. This is kind of the female part of the fantasy coming in, as well as the normal male fantasy. It's interesting how those things can overlap when you take fucking women, Western feminism, globalist, globanati, fucking payoff money when you don't have diversity in your country, when your country is an ethno state, suddenly you don't have to worry so much about.
An ethno state, but not because they're trying to be, but just because they don't want people who are criminals entering the country and ruining everything.
Raising the crime rate and just fucking,
They actually
people
have
being annoying and shit.
their standards that they have for behavior. And if you can't meet those standards, you're not allowed in the country.
You get the fuck out of that country. Anyways, so it's kind of just like cute things happening. She presses his hand against her face and says, "Your hand is nice and cool." And then they're blushing. Are you drunk? Can behold the power of alcohol. So that's kind of funny too. It's sort of
Which
like
is, as we've also been told by many Western feminists, is the number one date rape drug.
yes, it's instantly if a woman has had even one beer, then if you even touch her, it's rape. Um, but it says conclusion: cold beer and warm meat is the best pairing. Next time, if you're out on a date in Hamamatsu, there's one place you just have to see. And the beer is Suntory, the premium Maltese premium Pilsner. How much more premium could it be?
So oh, it must be Japanese or something.
A
So
Suntory, of course, if when you want a good time, make it
yeah,
Suntory time. My face usually isn't this close to the glass until I'm on the floor. But yeah, it's just like nice. That's again something that mangers can do that American comics tend not, even American sort of web comic slice of life things don't really they don't even know how to boil it down to the simple pleasant moments.
They don't know how to actually be pleasant. They don't know how to be
Yeah,
happy.
because they don't know. Most if they're written by women, they don't know how to be happy. They're not capable of having an orgasm, possibly genetically.
The entire idea of not being miserable is a fantasy to them.
Yes, it's a bizarre fantasy. They think they have to start making radical surgical alterations to their bodies to create the emotion. The emotion of happiness will then simply come to them once they do. Once they spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on ridiculous experimental medical procedures that really just create imitations, very ridiculous, disease prone imitations of other people's body parts
And those are just the women.
that you're not actually genetically even equipped to be able to manage. And then the also hormone treatments that are so catastrophically damaging to your psychological process that it will most likely make you suicidally depressed beyond your will, no matter how you feel in life in any way. Instead of any of that, here's just a nice couple of people who grill some meat and have a couple beers.
Here's people who actually know how to deal with life in a healthy manner instead of the most unhealthy manner.
They can understand and find simple things that create happiness, like just having some good food, having a couple beers, just one beer even. The sort of single beer buzz that just makes you feel nice and comfy, the
It's like
most
the whatever
comfy.
2.5 beer, or it's like 1.5 beers or two
It
and a
was
half
two and a
beers.
half drinks. It was the plan of the inebriati. It was the secret to ruling the world, was just having two and a half drinks. And then as soon as he becomes president of the world, and then he's like, you know what? I'm president of the world. I'm just going to finish this third drink. And then all of a sudden it's World
They're
War
like, no,
Three.
don't do that. It's like, I'm already president, and we have world peace. What could possibly go wrong if I finish this? And then immediately cut to out the window nuclear fucking
Yes.
mushroom cloud.
And he's like, yeah, boy, I guess I shouldn't have finished that third drink. For those who don't know, that's a That Mitchell and Webb Look skit, which I'm pretty sure is on YouTube, although I think there was a process where they were getting pulled down. But Mitchell and Webb were also, it was the skit show with the Nazis, where one of them goes, Hans, are we the baddies? And because he's pointing out that our caps have little pictures of skulls on them. That one was great. My favorite one though was the Casino Royale, where it's stupid fucking carnival games like guess the weight of the cake and fucking whack the rat. Do you mean wanking? So, no, what? Just fucking good stuff. Anyways, the next page, they continue to date. I guess they're already married, and they're like, maybe we should go on to, aside from just grilling and having a beer or something. Because, I mean, there's always so many things you can find out about a person that you don't like, and that usually can take a couple of years for you to really start to realize it. But
That's actually the plot. Is they get married like the day zero that they've known each other. They get married.
yo, 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 where's your 0 day? You ain't got no 0 day because you were gay.
What are you in Comicsgate? Comicsgate doesn't have any 0 day.
Yeah, that's true. That fucking
But yeah, this
0 day,
is
more like
this
a
is almost a
fucking
little bit like
2 year day.
this will get the birth rate up, I guess.
It should, ideally. But
It should, but also, you don't really need to do that after a baby boom. You don't really need to do that. Plus, also, women have ruined things.
they ruin things, and also women should kind of learn to not only overlook a man's flaws, but appreciate them and hit their fucking knees and thank God that they've even have a, because no matter how attractive you are, you kind of don't deserve to keep a man unless you actually earn it. You have to earn the right, because if you don't earn the right, the man will dump you no matter how hot you are. It doesn't matter. Usually he'll do it sometimes to save his life, sometimes because you deserve pain. Why do women get periods? because they deserve them.
The number one reason.
Yeah.
Number one out of 10. In the top 10.
One.
Out of the top 10.
Top 10 reasons women get periods.
Fucking women to fucking.
Shoo shoo. Anyways.
Laser sounds.
Laser sounds. So the guy says, well, I thought about how we haven't gone on a proper date yet. And he says, although I didn't realize it until my junior mentioned it. She says, you're right. Going on a proper date makes me a bit nervous. However, today I've come dressed for the occasion. And it's just a fucking, not even necessarily speed lines, but like stripes. It's like so speed lines. It just says, cute! Fucking, like he's freaking out about it.
I'm wondering if I fucking made sure to link to that page where he's just like, I want to scream to the sky how cute my wife is. It's like, oh man, that'll never happen in an American comic.
Yeah, where that's just a thing that happens in the American comics. But anyways.
Gee, I wonder why people would not want to date a white woman.
Woman. Yeah, exactly. You can't cook, you can't clean. What can you do? Nothing.
Yeah, fucking, they know how to charge their phone, eat hot chip, and lie.
Anyways, so the next page, though, it says, that time I messed up making curry, and then when he came to my house just to cook for me, or that time he packed those rice balls for me to take home, Kenta-san, he gives and gives and gives, but and she's looking at like a Band-Aid on her finger, and she gets up out of the bath, which I guess that's just a different thing. She's, I suppose the point of this is that the female is appreciating, like we were just saying, the female is appreciating and realizing the worth of the man in this relationship. As opposed to, again, your average American woman
acknowledging
who just doesn't appreciate shit.
Just a minute. It's kind of also like that fucking thing. It's like, how do you guys react when your woman apologizes to you? And the fucking first and only real reply is, when she what?
Yes. It's like when a woman compliments you, and there's that post from some dumb broad who is like, I tried to prove to my boyfriend how terrible it is to get catcalled, so I had a bunch of women from my work catcall him while he was on his jogging trip, and he came back all happy, and now I can't tell him because it would ruin the whole thing. And it's like, yeah, you're stupid. Women who actually believe in catcalling or think that catcalling is even real are stupid and wrong.
Women are just straight up wrong.
They're just wrong.
Nobody is calling them out on it, except for like the most dangerous.
We started doing that, and notice how all of the we were doing that years ago. Anyone who's been following us going back to the older days remembers us doing that all the time, and now you see everyone else picking up from us. Like fucking, there are women posting their L's accounts because we fucking walked so that they could also we ran so that they could walk, essentially.
Yeah, we ran so they could crawl.
Yes. But anyways, next one is her just saying porchetta, which I guess isn't the name of her favorite Rush song, but she says red porchetta. But she says, "Is that how you say it?" Yes, it's an Italian pork roast. And he's got the grill. He's got the Coleman. And they're out in the backyard. Yeah, detailed. The background here is simple, but you can tell they're outdoors. And that's all you need. That's all you need. See, the fucking importance of art is so overblown in comics. And this proves it. Manga itself proves it. Because manga has appealing art, and it can have detailed art. But usually the reason why people read it is because it's so easy for the eye to scan. It's not cluttered up with bullshit, pointless detail to try to impress you. It's just like, here's the information, the visual information you need to know. And Japanese comics creators understand what that information is, and American comics creators have no fucking clue what that information is because they haven't studied the fundamentals of the actual medium. They just know, like, cape shit, punch bad guy, and just really simple, stupid, shallow bullshit like that.
Nobody wants to read anymore. People are dumping.
People. That's why. Again, even people who are saying, "Oh, manga is outselling the woke shit," even those people saying that, which again, they're saying that after we ran so they could crawl. We the first ever people to point out that manga was outselling and why manga was outselling and why manga was not just outselling but making better comics. We were the first people to ever point that out in the history of the entire internet, and we did the first ever videos about it. And again, all that shit was on our old YouTube channel, and it is actually still on our BitChute channel. I just don't know. BitChute may have eaten the videos or something, or they may not load anymore, because like half of the videos on our BitChute just don't load. And we mirrored a good share of them. In fact, the review of My Hero Academia, wherever that is, if that's behind the pig paywall, or if that's one of our public videos that we just reposted in September, I believe, was that goes into extreme detail about that and some of our other reviews from around that time that I'm pretty sure I did mirror and upload. Those also get into it, but also these videos, the thing is, those get into it, and those are from like 2018 and 2017. Whereas, again, we still have a better understanding of all the other people who now parrot our opinions or have copied our opinions without actually understanding our opinions. They say, "Oh, manga just totally," but they don't understand why. They don't. None of them know why manga is actually doing any better than American comics. And we do, and we've been pointing it out since the beginning. So the only people who understand that are us. Anyways, we're actually almost done with this. Much shorter episode, less derailing, but the derailing is the best part of our videos, to be honest. If you don't appreciate our derailing, you don't appreciate shit. You are shit. Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it, because you are going out. Anyways, so yeah, this one, she is thinking to herself, if you ask me, Kenta-san, San-chama, San-chan, looks plenty happy doing what he always does. And he's like, I want to try roast beef next time, or kakuni, or a whole chicken. And then he's on his phone looking up roasts, and love. And she says, Kanta-san, putting the roast aside, there are plenty of new experiences you can have with me too. And he's confused, like, what? And he says, is she jealous of the meat? Which, again, is an interesting aspect from a lady broad, if a lady did write this, because it's kind of implying that she is DTF AF. Where
she wants to compete with this steak.
And yeah, and she realizes, again, a woman should realize that that is what you have to compete with. You have to compete with the other good things in life. After all, a steak or a roast isn't going to fucking pester or nag or scold you.
Chocolate never bleeds on your sheets.
Yes.
Chocolate never fucks your friends. A toilet can be president.
Yes, I have respect for a toilet. I value the opinion of a toilet. Anyways, so yeah, next time let's go buy some rings. And then the last page here.
That was actually leading into the plot line where they actually go and get their wedding rings. And it's like, oh, because they're married now. It's like, oh, this is all nice and stuff. I don't even have to consider the idea that they're going to get divorced, or some bullshit.
I mean, it is Japan, so I assume that's, somewhat less likely than America, where, did you know the divorce rate of first marriages is not 50%, but 90%? It's actually higher than 90%, but it's fucking it's up in the 90s. That's the divorce rate of first marriages. And then the marriages that just continue because she's hit the wall, that's where the 50% actually, that's a fair assessment. If you exclude those, marriages are easily high in the 90%. In America, certainly. Anyways. So I think he's thinking now, will that be romantic enough? The movies she's looking at now are all kind of. And she says, let's watch this one, Back to the Future. Oh, that sounds nice. Not what I expected. I know, right? I used to watch it on TV when I was a kid, but I never watched it on a big screen like this. So it's all about like, hey, we got a big TV, let's watch movies.
I think he's actually put a projector out in the backyard.
Oh, that actually sounds even. That sounds fucking fantastic. Because
Yeah.
that wouldn't even be hard. Just fucking. You don't even need a screen. You could just put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of your back whatever area,
It's
or
like
the
some
side of a
rice
garage.
paper, some rice paper scroll.
Yeah, you know what? That would actually work. That would actually work great. Um, he says, I don't know if this qualifies as a mushy movie, but I'm pretty sure they kiss in this one, which I think is Marty McFly kisses his own mom back when she was
Well, I
hot,
mean, the end of the movie is his mom and his dad finally fall in love for real.
which is nice. And then
But it's also
the
it's back
people
then.
that they
It's a
were,
great.
the people that they used to be, are annihilated and replaced with different parents, essentially, which is kind of psychologically horrifying, but it's still a happy ending, I guess. But he says, "All right, let's have some cola too. I'll go get it. Yay!" And that's pretty much it. Those are all the pages that you linked, anyways. So that wraps up.
There's plenty more to read, and I definitely recommend at least reading, a little bit of it. Otherwise, it's like it's okay.
Yeah, if you're in the mood for it, you can search for it. It's usually pretty easy to find
I just
sites that let you read
appreciated
these
first
things.
off that it's like a message you can't even do in an American comic because you'd be called every ist and phobe in the book.
Or
Maybe
fucking
even some that
whatever,
are not in the book.
from every angle and every direction too. Like the
Yeah.
people who know, and there's definitely some cope
Yeah,
out there
yeah,
where
you'd
people
be
are like,
called an
oh, it's
incel.
actually
The
we
right
would
wing would call you
actually,
an incel for not respecting women
yeah, they would call you
because
an
you want
incel
to be
for
able to
wanting to
grill.
just do
You want
cute
to be able
things.
to grill and watch movies and drink beer. They would say it's like, no, happy wife, happy life. And it's like, that's not even true. You're stupid if you still believe that. And yeah, of course they still
And
believe
those are
that.
trad cucks saying that too, not just the fucking the woke garbagers. Garbage is. But yeah,
Garbage.
from pretty much
It's all
every
fucking
direction.
garbage.
It's a bunch of garbage. Anyways,
It's like the
so
Sega CD.
yes, it certainly is. Anyways, so yeah, that wraps up this one. Next week, big pile of really good stuff. Actually, we'll be doing some more comparisons, I believe, next week, which we'll actually record tomorrow
More
and throw those in
extremely
the schedule.
valid comparisons that are beyond your piddling understanding of fucking comics
They'll,
if you are a fan of stupid ass cape shit.
they're also
Beyond
about
it.
comics that you don't see anyone in most of the comics.
Here's
The
the thing:
comics video,
somebody
comics YouTube
commented.
don't talk about any of these comics, but most of you, if you've actually read mangers, will know about these ones. We'll leave that as a surprise, though.
Although, yeah, one of the little spoiler, a little hint for what's coming up is apparently Troons were very fucking interested in these American comics, and it's like, huh, I wonder why. Maybe because they suck. Maybe, or was it they seem to gravitate to superheroines because they developed shoulders and some lean muscle.
But also, I think it's because they imagine that they look like these hot chicks from these comics. They're like, when I transition and get my surgery, I'm gonna
I
look
guess
like
they
this.
really are women then because they're fucking
They're
delusional.
stupid, stupid. Anyways,
They might as
um,
well be women.
but we'll also be talking about a mango. We'll be comparing that one, and that, if ironically, that's one that the Troons should be appreciating more, and I don't think they do because it just has dick girls being fetishized as dick girls, not as trans people, but as fetishes, objectified fetishes. Which actually, not all of the fucking comics in that series, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So enjoy that, enjoy this. Stay tuned, hit the bell, smash the bell, like the bell, share the bell, and unsubscribe. Make sure you're still unsubscribed,
like the subscribe button.
Yes. And also go to our subscribe star to support us and get access to all the videos that people don't want you watching and should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.